Hello, today I'm joined by Hilary Bergsieker. She's part of the Department of Psychology, and today I'll be asking her some questions to get to know her a little bit better. So I'll just jump right into the first question. Hilary, what would you say drew you to the University of Waterloo?
So I was drawn here by the reputation of the university, and particularly my interactions with the graduate students. So when I came here and interviewed, one of the best and most exciting parts of the visit was sitting down with the graduate students and talking to them about their research collaborations, research interests, just the process of doing research here. And that was just really encouraging. I was very impressed from the very beginning with the caliber of the students. And of course, the faculty here are world renowned and really strong theoretically and experimentally. So that was a huge draw as well.
All right. And similarly, what would you say drew you to the topic of psychology as a whole?
Well, I've always, since I was a young child, been concerned with injustice. I went to a museum in grade 5 and learned about the Holocaust, and it was life-changing to learn about the horrible things that people could do to each other. And so throughout my time in university, I took courses in lots of different disciplines to try to understand issues of how people do or don't get along from a variety of different perspectives in literature, even to classes, in music and sociology, all over the map, anthropology. But I really found my intellectual home in psychology because I like the ability to go out and test our ideas directly. So to go out and say, I have an idea for what might help people from different backgrounds get along better, overcome prejudice, overcome stereotypes. Let me go test it and let me go get the actual evidence to see if this idea works. So I was drawn to psychology by twin passions for trying to reduce the injustice in the world and the experimental method that allows us to bring sort of evidence and data to conversations about how to go about doing that.
For sure. And could you describe to us what your area of research is?
Yes, so I'm in social psychology, and my specialty within social psychology is intergroup relations and diversity science. So essentially that means that I'm looking at how people vary in all kinds of ways from one another and how to bridge those differences in ways that are productive, that allow people to work, study, live, marry, all kinds of other different kinds of relations together effectively to basically support a thriving multicultural pluralistic society.
For sure. And my final question is, could you describe your experience with your time at the university and more specifically with the psychology department?
Well, it's been a wonderfully warm place to be. Waterloo Psychology is just very welcoming. I moved here from the United States, and at the time it was the physically coldest place I'd ever lived. But then I was struck so strongly by the interpersonal warmth of our department that it just felt like the warmest welcome one could imagine. I came here with the dream of a successful psychology career and also a strong family. That's always been very important to me. I knew I wanted to have kids since I was a kid. I also knew that I'd wanted to be a psychologist for a very long time. And I was really happy to find a home here where I felt like I could be a great parent and really involved in the lives of my 3 kids, as well as passionately involved with teaching, with research, and working with fantastic colleagues who are also supportive, many of whom have families of their own. I feel like it's a place where being both a researcher and a parent is really, those are harmonious identities. They really integrate well here. And I hope that being a parent can help make me be a better teacher and vice versa, that just that connection between work and home has been really strong and positive in our department.
For sure, for sure. And thank you so much. Those are all the questions I had. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to allow us to get to know you a little bit better.
Yep, no, very happy to chat, and thanks and best wishes for the project.
All right, thank you.